The music on the PA system is celebration. That's what's happening. But this game started off with Denver receiving the football on their very first offensive possession. They looked like they were going to not only make a good football game of it, they were thinking upset. But they had to settle on their first drive with a Rich Carlos 48-yard field goal. And he banged it through, and the Broncos had taken a 3-0 lead.
They had to feel good there because they got on the point on the board on their first drive. The Giants come right back now on a play-action pass with Sims rolling out, hitting Zeke Bowen.
That made it 7-3, and then John Elway, right after that, took a quarterback draw and got it closer. Denver took the lead 10-7.
Those were two good drives that Denver had. Now the Giant defense, the safety by George Martin.
That made it Denver 10, the Giants 9. And once again, Mark Bavaro was a factor. There is celebrating George Martin. But here is a Bavaro reception once again.
From here on, it's all the Giants. The big target. The tight end gets in front of the defensive back. Such a big target. Sims hits him.
Giants out front 16-10. Then Raul Alegre, a 21-yard field goal to make it 19-10, the Giants over the Denver Broncos. Then it was Phil Sims. And one of the stars of the day, McConkey.
Right, what we call the flea flicker, the lateral back to the quarterback. McConkey gets open. Sims has plenty of time. Takes it down close. They get in with the Moors.
And this looks like a replay of McConkey as he hurdles trying to get into the end zone. And then the Giants from the 1-yard line, they use Joe Morris. A little play designed to go inside, but he takes it outside.
Good block by Chris Godfrey. Morris makes it look easy.
26-10, the Giants were leading. And it was more of McConkey. Phil Sims down close to the Denver's goal line. Now this is going to go in and out of the hands of Bavaro.
When things are going right, they go right.
And McConkey is there.
As a trailer on the play, two offensive men can touch the ball, and it's a legitimate score. In the old times, it used to be the second guy could not catch the football and have it count.
33-10, the Giants led at that point. Denver, who actually had little or no offense here in the second half, moved in for a field goal. 28-yard attempt there by Rich Carlos. That cut the lead somewhat to 33-13, but that was kind of questionable. We felt they perhaps should have gone for the touchdown on that fourth down. The Giants came back with Otis Anderson a little later on. Anderson takes it in to make it 39-13, the Giants. By this time, it was all over, but John Elway showed you he's going to be around for a long time to come.
Here's what Elway is capable of doing now. The maneuvering in the pocket, the strength in the arm, puts the ball down the field, on target. Great catch by Vance Johnson. Denver's not really ever out of it with a guy like Elway that can throw it like that.
That cut it to 39-20. The Giants figured that they had this thing locked up, and Harry Carson gave Bill Parsons the what has become traditional Gatorade treatment. But the Giants win it over the Denver Broncos 39-20, but we're going to be returning to the Rose Bowl in just a moment. Stay with us. It has been a New York Giant victory over the Denver Broncos 39-20, and a quick comment from Don Shula, who has been to 6 Super Bowls himself. It has to be a wonderful feeling, not only for Bill Parcells, but is this Giant team the dominant team that we thought it was coming in, and will it be a team that, well, as you would say over there, can form a dynasty?
Well, they had the best record all year long, and today they proved that they're the best football team. I thought that Denver, when they had the opportunity in the first half to put some points up, they failed on 2 missed field goals. They had some great field positions. That really came back to haunt them. They never really got back into the ball game in the second half.
You know, as we look back at the one call where they settled for a field goal on a 4th down and 5 situation, 4th down and 5 for a touchdown, and they settled for a field goal, and that only cut the lead to 20 points. That might have made a difference there, too.
Well, I think it was too late then. I think that when they didn't capitalize in the first half with a great field position, the great movement that they had offensively, and then they tried to settle for field goals. The kicker missed. They had 0 points. It had to give the Giants a great lift at halftime.
Okay, we'll turn to John Smith, who has to be feeling a little bit of elation on his own part because he knows quite well many of the players, but also the 2 coaches, Ron Earhart, the offensive coordinator for the Giants, and, of course, Bill Parcells, the head coach. They were there when you were in New England.
That's right. Bill Parcells was the linebacker coach, and Coach Earhart was the head coach, a great offensive coordinator. And Bill Parcells lived right opposite me, and I'm glad for his family. I know Judy and his daughters will be happy they'll be here today. But he's worked hard. He's a diligent, hard-working coach and puts a lot into this game. and I know he's well respected by his players. The players love him because he's a player's coach. He jokes with them. He plays around with them. He
really no nonsense coach, but they like that. They like the discipline that goes with it.
They do. He's disciplined, but he's fair.
He wouldn't say it, but I think he's a bit like Don Shula. So that's it. My own thoughts. 30 years ago, I played an NFL championship. We played it in black and white because we didn't have color then. That was the last time the Giants won a championship. We thank you for being with us for Super Bowl 21. We thank Don Shula for being here. John Smith, we'll look forward to being with you this next year.